Hey friends, we're reading through the Gospels in 90 days. Today is day 2, and we are in Matthew chapter 2. And I just want to make a quick comment on one cross-reference that goes on here in this. So chapter 2, hopefully you're reading ahead of time. The Magi come, and King Herod is concerned about this, right? And they ask, where is the one born king of the Jews? And so Herod, who's the king in Judea, calls together the chief priests and the teachers of the law, and he asks them, where is the Messiah going to be born? And we talked a little bit about Messiah last week, and we see here also the connection right here between Messiah and king, because they say, where's the king of the Jews? And then Herod says, where's the Messiah to be born, right? Who is the king? Of course, he himself carries the title king, but he is not a legitimate king in the line of David, the way that the prophets look forward to. So we see this kind of conflict between two kings that are happening here in this particular circumstance. And they speak, seemingly according to Matthew, with one voice about where the Messiah is going to be born. And this quote, if you have a Bible that's got the cross references down the bottom, or if you're looking at it online, if you click on like a little link, sometimes it will give you that reference, which will refer you to Micah chapter 5. So it's interesting that this was quick at hand for them to recognize this reference from Micah chapter 5. And I want to read really quickly for you a couple of verses from Micah chapter 5, both what they quote and then a little bit more as well. Let me put it on the screen here for you. So this is Micah chapter 5, verse 2. And this is what's referred to there in Matthew chapter 2. That even though Bethlehem is a small place, out of there is going to become one who will be the ruler over Israel. This is interesting also, whose origins are from ancient times. So this is kind of an interesting thing to think about as well. Now, there's a couple other things that I just want to mention quickly from Micah chapter 5 that makes it worth it to sometimes turn back to these other places for us to have a couple of cross references, because we learn more about this prophecy about what Jesus will do and accomplish. He will stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of his name, the name of the Lord his God. So he will shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord. So we have this idea of Jesus as this king and the shepherd, both, right? This idea that God's desire is to care for us. So we have both a king, but not in a power over sense, right? But in a protective sense, and that's further shared in the rest of verse 4 from Micah chapter 5. And they will live securely, for then his greatness will reach to the ends of the earth. So we see here this both the care of this promised king will not be a king that will rule over in a domineering sense, but that will shepherd and care for people, and that we will live securely as a result of Jesus's kingship, his lordship, right? And that his reputation, his greatness will ultimately reach the ends of the earth, which we know is part of the Great Commission and the invitation in Acts as well. So that's just a thought for today. Let me know what you're seeing in Matthew chapter 2, and I'll see you again soon.